is Mel. Welcome to another episode of Mel Reads the Cursed Child.
And we have finished Act 2, isn't it? We finished Act 2 now?
We finished Act 2.
As of tonight?
As of tonight, which also brings us to the end of Part 1.
So the nightmare is almost over. Kind of.
Well, halfway.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're making progress. Slowly.
Yes, no progress.
I'm sure you loved the reading I assigned to you.
I was telling Jess how much I can't wait for us to get back to our regular episodes.
She is so done with the Cursed Child. I wonder why. What could possibly be sparing that?
It hasn't flown out the window yet.
This work of literary genius
is still in my bedroom.
It is. Alright, well, let's jump straight into it. Let's go.
So Act 2, Scene 17 is a scene between Ron and Hermione in this alternate universe where they never got together and Ron married Padma Patil instead. And it's just this awkward conversation between them where Ron's kind of awkwardly flirting, and he mentions Albus's, what Albus said in class, and it was like, you know, Harry's boy Albus said to me the other day that he thought you and I were married. Ha ha, ha ha. Ridiculous, I know. And Hermione's like, very ridiculous.
Shady.
And they're all like, Ron's like, but we're just friends, that's all. And Hermione's like, yep, just friends. And as they walk away, they both do the glance over the shoulder thing at one another.
Oh, Lord.
It was a very cliche little scene.
Doesn't it kind of kill you a little bit? You just want to punch them?
Yep. Punch.
I cringe thinking about it. I truly do.
It's not cool. But, mercifully, a short scene, only 2 and a bit pages. Actually, all of these were pretty short. Well, except 19. Scene 19. And, yeah. Anyways, so we go to scene 18, which is McGonagall with the Marauders map. And, Harry, Ginny, and Draco all turn up after their little conversation we read about last week. And as they turn up, McGonagall's just like, just so you know, I don't actually want a part of whatever you're doing anymore. And they're like, no, it's cool now. Now we want our kids to be friends again.
Oh, Lord.
And so McGonagall pulls back out the map, and they go to look where the boys are, and they're on in the first floor bathroom. I always get confused. I always thought Moaning Myrtle's bathroom was the second floor.
Do you know, I think it actually does change in one of the books. I actually think that there was a consistency issue there anyways. I can never remember. I just know that if I was looking for it, I'd find it, and you'd know which one it was straight off the bat, I reckon.
Well, okay, so I think I remember it so vividly as definitely being the second floor because in the video game it was the second floor. And I just remember so vividly.
Oh, that could be it.
But I'm sure...
I guess the game is a bit different.
I'm actually searching this now. Because
you have to fact check.
I have to fact check. Okay, according to Harry Potter Wiki, it is the first floor. There you go.
Ow.
Here we go. Pottermore Wiki. It is located on the first floor or the second floor in the US edition.
See, that'll do it.
Yeah, so it depends what edition. There you go. We learned something.
We did. I feel educated.
So, in scene 19, Scorpius and Albus turn up in Moaning Myrtle's bathroom. And, it's a weird scene. Myrtle, I was really actually quite excited for Myrtle, but, like, she knows everyone calls her Moaning Myrtle, and it's part of her whole thing, but But she's like, do I moan? Am I moaning now? Am I? And she's like, my name is Pretty. No need for me to moan and stuff. I'm just like, oh.
But Mel, maybe she's just having a really awful day, and she's like, I'm just gonna sass these children. Like, she's having a breakdown of some kind. She's having some kind of crisis. I think after being a ghost for that long, I'd become really eccentric, and I'd start snapping too.
Anyways, no. There's just bad writing. They can't keep characters in character. And she's all like being creepy and gross, and it's like, I always did have a soft spot for Potters, and I was moderately partial to a Malfoy too. Now, how can I help you?
Gross. But
it's
hilarious. So I'm sad that I'm amused.
They're talking about the Triwizard Tournament. She's like, such a shame the pretty one had to die. Not that your father is not pretty, but Cedric Diggory, you'd be amazed.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's a bit concerning. Every time an old woman makes like a teenage boy sound like Candy, I'm like, no thanks.
And I think Myrtle's kind of extra creepy because the actress who plays her is like 40 or something.
That is true.
That just made Moaning Myrtle extra creepy.
It always struck me that she looked like a female Harry Potter.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, she did.
So Scorpius and Albus climb into the sink.
Heck yeah, teddy bear.
I'm guessing. Did they engorge it or something to make it so they could fit? I can't even remember. Whatever. I can barely care. But they climb into the sink, use gillyweed, and they go down and they use the time turner. And so they go down to use the time turner. But before the scene changes, Harry, Ginny, McGonagall, Draco all come into Myrtle's bathroom, and I swear, like a page earlier, she promised not to tell anyone what they were up to, and then she's just like, "Here's what they're up to."
I feel like on one hand she probably went, I have a duty of care to these students and I have to inform their parents.
No,
but she was also just kind of like, Potter's clearly crazy and he's probably going to take the map from me and figure it out anyway, so I might as well come along for this ride.
No, Myrtle.
Oh,
not
Myrtle.
McGonagall.
Oh, I thought you said McGonagall.
No, Myrtle. Maybe I said McGonagall, but what I mean is, like, McGonagall's cool. I get why she's on their side now, the reunification of the boys. But Myrtle's just, like, a page ago promised Scorpius and Albus that she would keep their secrets, and then these guys all rock up, and she's like, oh. She even says, I think it was a secret, but I can never keep anything from you, Harry.
Oh, well,
how is it you've grown handsomer and handsomer as you've aged, and you're taller?
Can you tell that they're still trying to sell Harry Potter? Anyways, I think Myrtle is just a trash panda, and I think she was probably a trash panda in real life as well, when she was alive, and I think she deserves a good ghostly slapping, but I will not be delivering that. So,
hello, Harry. Hello, Draco. How have you been, bad boy again?
Please, Jesus, take the wheel. I'm so done.
Yep.
Can everybody not mention anyone as being a bad boy? Like, please?
So, we'll move on. Look, I'm being nice. I'm not being dirty tonight.
Swiftly.
So, Myrtle tells them what the boys are up to, and Harry pieces together that Albus must have heard about the time turner, and they all work it out that that the boys are travelling in time, and that's how they keep disappearing.
They Scooby-Dooed the mystery.
Yep. So, scene 20, they're at the Triwizard Tournament.
Again.
And just chilling. It's Ludo Bagman at it again. But the boys' plan seems to work. They engorge Cedric's bubble, and he floats away.
Oh, Lord.
But,
there's an image for you, isn't it?
Oh, your neighbours are very loud tonight.
I know. Off they go.
Oh, But oh god, it's just like nobody questions anything. He's just like Ludo's like Cedric Diggory is ascending out of the water and seemingly out of the competition. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have a winner, but we certainly have our loser.
Ooh.
Cedric Diggory is turning into a balloon, and he wants to fly. Fly, ladies and gentlemen, fly out of the task and out of the tournament. Oh my, it gets wilder still.
And don't you literally just want to slap Bagman at that point? Just like.
And apparently, fireworks go off saying Ron loves Hermione.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It says,
right, yeah,
oh
that's
my,
right.
it gets wilder still around Cedric. Fireworks explode, declaiming Ron loves Hermione. And the crowd love that. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the look on Cedric's face. That's humiliation. There's no other word for it.
Poor buddy.
So, anyways, forgot to mention the time turner. They can only be there for a limited time, so their time runs out, and with a bang, they, or rather Scorpius, returns to the present, and we're in a world where Albus doesn't exist.
Yes,
And Dolores Umbridge is there.
Ew.
And she's the headmistress.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Dementors everywhere.
Spooky.
Harry died. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And then, like, the last bit is Dolores Umbridge saying, I don't know what game you're playing, but you're upsetting the Dementors and entirely ruining Voldemort Day.
My favourite line in the whole play is that.
Voldemort Day.
Do you know
you would like that.
Do you know how often I have wanted to say to you throughout this entire reading, like, the whole thing, I just want to go, shut up, Mel, you're ruining Voldemort Day. Do you know how many times I've told the children that? I've told the children at my work that. I'm like, stop it, you're ruining Voldemort Day. They're like, what? I'm like, what?
I didn't say that.
Tell me you're not excited for the next part. And a hint, I know you're not. But you've got to be a little excited to find out where this goes.
I am curious. They're obviously creating alternate realities now.
Clearly.
Clearly. Voldemort Day.
What are you expecting just from that alone?
Well, Umbridge goes to Scorpius. You haven't turned into a mudblood, have you? So I'm guessing there's, like, a lot of evil and prejudice, maybe, like, some muggle torture going on. Ooh, I don't know how dark they're going to go with this.
Yeah, true.
But, like, some muggle torture, maybe. Harry died, obviously, which means Albus doesn't exist. So Scorpius is going to have to use a time turner yet again to turn back in time and try to alter something to make sure Albus comes back.
Mm-hmm.
What else would be happening? Oh, Bellatrix will be alive, your favourite character.
Oh, she's not my favourite character. You know I find her to be aggravating beyond all belief. She's so overrated and she needs to wear a chemise under what she was wearing. It's ridiculous. It's not accurate. It's dumb. It's dumb and it annoys me. Voldemort Day. What? Come on, if you had to make an aesthetic board for Voldemort Day. Snakes everywhere.
Snakes.
Just
Snakes.
like roaming the corridors, climbing trees, floating through the air, snakes everywhere. I'm excited for that.
Snakes, black, green, muggle torture.
A lack of noses. Because everybody will have gotten plastic surgery, clearly.
I was about to say, it'll be the new fashion trend to have no nose.
Hiss, hiss, motherfuckers. Maybe Nagini just rules supreme. She's got like a
headmistress.
She's got like a little crown that's been like taped to her head or tied on with some elastic.
Or it'll be like those little cute snakes you see posted online that wear hats.
Except it's Nagini and it's a big hat. But yeah, exactly. No, I totally get it. It's a big
snake.
Yeah, it's a big snake. It's a big hat. But we're not judging because we don't want to be eaten.
We're not body shaming Nagini. She's beautiful with all her curves.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true. And she's like, hiss, hiss. I'm gonna eat you now. Oh my gosh. I just so wanted you to get to that point. Half the reason I suggested we should read this is so that you would get to that point and I could hear somebody else say that someone was ruining Voldemort Day.
I'm so going to use that.
I know, it's ideal, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you know what I would love? If someone just posted the perfect picture of somebody else going, "Stop, you're ruining Voldemort Day." Like, I just want someone I want everyone to participate in this. If I could pick one thing, if I could have a themed birthday party, it would be Voldemort Day.
I'll remember that. But yes,
Heck
we
yes, we
now
do.
turn to our lovely listeners and say, post us your... What should they post? Should it be their favourite meme?
Yeah.
Should they make us a meme? Or should they tell us how somebody's ruined Voldemort Day for them?
Yeah, tell us how someone's ruined Voldemort Day for you. And alternative to that, feel free to, what was I going to say? Now it's gone because I'm thinking about all the ways people have ruined my Voldemort Day.
What day is Voldemort Day? Am I allowed to know that? Do they tell us what the exact date is?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm thinking.
Okay, yeah, think about it.
Because they said Harry died 20 years ago, but the Triwizard Tournament was 25 years. That doesn't math don't work. I'm double checking this. I swear she said Harry Potter died 20 years ago, but we already know the Triwizard Tournament was 25 years. Back to the page. Oh, it died over 20 years ago. There you go. So, did he die at the Battle
Christmas.
of Hogwarts? Or was he successfully killed by Voldemort in the graveyard?
Dun.
Or was he killed at the Ministry of Magic?
There are actually quite a few opportunities that he could have been killed, including, the skirmish at Malfoy Manor.
I'd like to think Voldemort killed him.
And who's to say he didn't arrive
Mm.
and take out his best friends and then take him out? That would have been a really hopeless and crushing defeat, actually.
That's Game of Thrones worthy.
Yeah, it is. It is a bit Game of Thrones worthy.
No, because I'm thinking Voldemort Day would be the day that Harry died and Voldemort won.
I mean, it could be, yeah, that's one hypothesis. Alternatively,
Oh,
I was going to wait for you to piece it together, but if not, it's fine. Alright,
Alternatively, it could be Voldemort's birthday.
I mean,
Alternatively, it could be the day Voldemort came back in the graveyard.
Alternatively, it could just be one day Voldemort turns around and goes, "I want an entire day named after me, complete with decorations." Now, every time you go into Tesco's around that time of year, it's just Voldemort.
Voldemort masks.
Mandatory Voldemort activities. Bobbing
I
for
don't know what
noses. You just mandatory Voldefun.
Killing me.
Maypoles with green ribbons.
And silver and black.
Yeah. And cakes. Sad ones. Of
Sad.
course.
How can cake be sad?
Easily. It's a Voldemort Day cake. We'll have to celebrate it sometime. And we'll create a Voldemort Day cake. It'll be beautiful.
Well, if the play tells me what day Voldemort Day is, we can celebrate it.
Well, exactly. So we're going to have to wait for reading to find out, if we find out at all, when Voldemort Day is.
I'm trying to think really hard now. You said you thought I could piece it together.
Mm.
So you find out, what day could it be?
Could be Tuesday.
Oh, shut up.
Every Tuesday is Voldemort Day now.
Forget Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, no, tacos are out. Tacos have been banned. It's a very sad world. The snakes keep eating them. It's too risky. Who knew that snakes were so attracted to tacos?
Everyone should love tacos. Oh,
I love
God, now I
tacos.
want a taco.
Yeah, I want a taco too. Come on, you have to admit, this must have been like a highlight so far in the journey.
It was pretty funny, the whole, you're ruining Voldemort Day.
The first time I got the play, I read the whole thing in one day, obviously in one sitting. But I'll never forget when I hit that spot in the play, and I actually had to pause and actually had to go, that doesn't say what I think it says. And I Snapchatted it to a friend, and they were like, what are you reading? And I was like, oh my gosh, it is real. It is real. I've had to explain Voldemort Day to so many people now. It's also my favourite hashtag, but... Alright. So that brings us to the end of Act 2.
Yeah,
and the end
so...
of Part 1.
Yeah, so it has...
As for the stage play, wouldn't that leave on a fantastic cliffhanger?
Yeah, because it's over 2 nights, you were telling me.
Or the same day in just 2 parts. One in the morning, one in the evening.
Yeah, still, that would be like,
I would rather go in the one day.
Oh!
Shocked, gasp, something's happened.
No, I went to check our emails and, I did something incredibly funny, just so you know, and everyone is laughing, but, our podcast automatically uploads to YouTube, and YouTube has blocked, this particular this episode I uploaded from the United States.
Ooh.
Because I apparently breached copyright.
Damn it, Mel. No, it's fine. I don't care.
But it's fine. Everybody else you can get it on your normal podcast things, apps, and everywhere else, just not YouTube. It was the episode where we did, it was episode 8, Act 2, scenes 5 to 7. It was funny. And you will groan if you ever hear it.
Oh well. What can we do?
But anyway, sorry, you were saying.
I can't remember what I was saying.
I'm sorry, I ruined your train of thought, but that was very distressing to open the emails and see.
Oh, it's fine. We'll be fine. I forgot what I was saying, but... Oh, yeah, no, I'd rather see it 2 parts on the same day, definitely.
Yeah. Hey, imagine having to go home and, you can't...
Sit on that.
Yeah.
Just turn around to your friend and be like, Voldemort Day, what's that about? Voldemort Day. So...
I was more thinking, you'd be more wondering how they're gonna, what's gonna happen next as they, as Scorpius tries to bring Albus into existence.
No, yeah,
since Albus literally does not exist.
No, see, that does not bother me one little bit. That's fine.
No. It does. I actually think the world's a better place without Albus, but we all know it has to be fixed.
Albus
so
Severus,
Harry needs to defeat Voldy.
He needs to do it.
He needs to be the hero.
I mean, unless... Never mind. I can't share that. Never mind. It's too much. Alright. So, for the next reading, you're going to do another chunk. Act 3, Scene 1 to Scene 8, I'm thinking.
Yep. Okay.
I don't know about this one, just because it's all a little awkward sometimes to break it into pieces. But I think it's as good as we're going to get for right now, and it should leave us at an adequate enough place to move onwards with some kind of continuity.
Okay.
But
I'm ready.
But I'm afraid after this chunk I feel like it goes back downhill.
Oh.
Brace yourself, drink heavily, acquire whiskey.
Ew, no, rum. Gin. Lots of gin.
Acquire something and brace yourself for the fantastic fun we're about to have. Because
I will do that.
As someone who spent so much of my life going, I support Harry Potter and Voldemort is the worst, I am strangely fine with Voldemort Day. And I am strangely fine with many of the things that are about to happen. Maybe I am a secret Slytherin. Like a squirrel.
I think you are. I've been saying that for a while.
Yeah.
But anyways, it is getting late here, so I'm going to head to bed. 8 o'clock. Going to head to bed, and I will be reading Act 3, Scene 1 to 8 in the coming week, and sharing my thoughts and feelings and predictions with you all. In the meantime, if you want to find us, we're on social media, Facebook, Witch Weekly Podcast, Tumblr, Witch Weekly Podcast, Twitter, Witch Weekly Cast, Pinterest, Witch Weekly Cast, Instagram, Witch Weekly Podcast. We've got to, use all this social media.
Never.
No. Pretty much we're just on Facebook. Or you can probably tweet me and I'll probably respond.
She probably will.
Eventually. I check it every couple of days.
Proud.
But the best thing you can do is send us an email. Actually, no. Best thing you can do is Facebook us. Yeah. But emails are cool too. Emails are pretty cool. You can email us at witchweeklypodcast@gmail.com.
And don't forget, we so desperately want to hear about how someone else has ruined your Voldemort day.
Yeah, tell us about how someone ruined your Voldemort day.
Or tell us how you would ruin mine, and let's face it, most of you would probably be very good at ruining it very quickly. Everyone likes to...
Yes, give me ideas.
Yeah, Mel single-handedly will destroy my future Voldemort days, I'm sure of it.
Oh yeah, I want you to arrange these Voldemort days. Do it, I dare ya.
This is what Gryffindors do. They get in the way of good old-fashioned fun.
More like get in the way of evil.
It's not evil if, well, no one dies exactly this time.
It's celebrating... You're celebrating Voldemort.
I never said I was celebrating Voldemort.
What do you think Voldemort Day is?
It's a day named after Voldemort.
Bye, nerds.
Bye.